And good afternoon, everyone. It is 1 minute after 5 o'clock, and we're coming on the air right now with some significant severe weather outbreak. It is just outside of our primary coverage area, east of Oklahoma City, but we still wanted to come on the air simply because of the severity of what we're seeing here. So diving right in here, we're seeing several severe thunderstorm warnings and one tornado warning in the Oklahoma area. That tornado warning is what we're going to be focusing on here right now. It's for Western Creek County in northeastern Oklahoma. This is just south of Tulsa and is moving northeast. Tulsa, you need to be very aware of what is headed your way. At 4:51 p.m., just about 10 minutes ago, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located 3 miles southeast of Stroud and moving northeast at 35 miles per hour. Locations is Bristow, Samrock, Depew, and Milfay. These are the areas that are going to be affected. I'm going to go ahead and do a storm track on this storm right here. And it is moving in this direction. It's going at 36 miles an hour, so it's going to be in Tulsa in 1 hour. That's the primary. A lot can happen between now and then, but that's what it's looking like. I'm going to do a storm track on the exact hook echo, see if I can get a better view of exactly what I'm seeing here. So let me go ahead and zoom in. You can see this very well pronounced hook, and actually if I take it out of composite mode and go into regular radar, not velocity, thank you, I have the hook is right here. I'll go ahead and do a storm track. "36 miles an hour at Depew in 3 minutes. It's on, you guys. I'm used to being in a storm shelter right now. Bristow also. Don't play around with this storm. Sand Springs even eventually. We could even do another one here just to see if we can get Sand Springs on there. About an hour away still. So again, you don't want to mess around with this storm. It is something that has developed very quickly. That's what we're seeing. A lot of the storms that are developing are supercells, rotating supercells, and because of that, they come out of seemingly nowhere and they immediately start blossoming into a very strong storm. All right, so let me go ahead and get the information here. This is for Western Creek County. That's tornado warning until 5:30 local time. All right, so that's what we're seeing now is tornado warning for Western Creek County until 5:30. I'll make that English time for you, so you don't have to wonder why French time is showing up on your screen there. All right, 5:30 p.m. tornado warning. So that's another 26 minutes or so. But definitely want to be advised of what is going on. So some quick tornado precautions there is knowing where to go when sheltering from a tornado. The top floor of your house does not protect you, neither do the exterior rooms of your house. You want to be in a small interior middle room like a stairwell or like a bathroom, like a closet of some sort. That is in the interior of your house. If you do not have that, if you have a basement, go to your basement. Basements are also safe. Also, do not stay in a mobile home. Mobile homes don't provide any kind of shelter in tornado and will just fall apart. So please be aware of this as these storms move in. Make sure that you have a contingency plan in place. Storm shelter is of course the safest place for you to be, and hopefully you are sheltering in place if you are in the really in the was it the Bristow area, the Depew area, Samrock, anywhere in this storm, because this storm is so volatile. You are under a tornado warning at this time. All right, going back over to our severe thunderstorms, we're going to do a quick recap of all of those. We have a severe thunderstorm warning for Payne County, southeastern Payne County, until 5:15 p.m. That one is kind of mixed together with this tornado warning over in Creek County. Another severe thunderstorm warning, this one's a big one, Lincoln County, Oklahoma County, Cleveland County, and Potawatomi County. Oklahoma County, don't freak out, it's not in the Oklahoma City metro. It is just barely covering you. I mean, just a few city blocks. There is nothing in the Oklahoma City metro at this time. So if you're in Hara, you're seeing this go right past you, but you're not being affected. So there was a storm that was coming up through the area of Bridge Creek, Newcastle, but you see how as soon as it gets into the Oklahoma City area, it dies just like that. So there's something in the Oklahoma City area, some kind of cap, that's preventing any kind of development in the Oklahoma City area today. So we're not worried about that right now. All right, so going into another severe thunderstorm right now, we have a severe thunderstorm warning for Seminole County, Cleveland County, Potawatomi County, and southeastern McLean County, and that is until 5:15 p.m. That one is a pretty large one as well, and that is moving northeast, maybe even a little bit more north than east. This one's moving more east than north. This one is Oklahoma County, Lincoln, Oklahoma, Cleveland, and Potawatomi. So this is all the same. We have a few different polygons here. 1, 2, we have 3, it was 3 or even 4 polygons. Interestingly, Broken Arrow, the Tulsa metropolitan area, is getting a non-severe storm, which is pushing through. That's good news, because if that comes through, then when these storms start to try to push through the metro area, for those of you in Tulsa, you're not going to be really seeing strengthening likely. Now it's possible you may still, but it doesn't seem entirely likely that that there be strengthening, because we'll already have rain-cooled air. You'll already be loss of daytime heating by that time, about that time, and so those storms are likely to start to fall apart. Again, we're not sure. We saw a storm last night that really just absolutely went crazy up in the Woodward area, Fairview. Sadly, 2 people were killed in the Fairview area last night when the tornado hit their minivan. So it is just a tragic situation over there. And that storm lasted all the way down from, it was Taloga area, somewhere in that area, and it went all the way up almost into the Wichita suburbs. And it just remained a tornado warning the entire time. So that was a very long-lived supercell. We had another one in Michigan earlier today, of all places. That one is still a severe thunderstorm warning, but that one went through and just really wrecked the Three Rivers area. Hit a high school, hit a Menards store, and just a bunch of mess out there. Kind of came out of nowhere too. But this one, we are expecting more development, obviously. But we'll have to see what the National Weather Service and Storm Prediction Center do with the tornado watch. We do have a tornado watch for the entire area, including the Oklahoma City metro, barely. It does include Canadian and Oklahoma counties, but I'm not expecting to see any real development in that area. Again, like I said, you can see that this storm that is now coming through Oklahoma City, it was strong. It even caused a severe thunderstorm warning in Bridge Creek, but then inexplicably just completely died, as if it hit a brick wall and just turned into a little rain shower. So whatever is hanging out over here, that's why their mesoscale discussion really doesn't go any further west than like Yukon or Mustang, is because they're not really expecting any development west. Just because of the way that things have been set up today. So really, we are looking at, I think, the primary outbreak of the day right now, and that is, again, a tornado warning that is for really for Western Creek County. Again, it's a radar indicated tornado, so it may not be on the ground, it may be on the ground, but it does include Interstate 44 between mile markers 178 and 200. You do want to make sure that you are taking shelter. I'll go ahead and run another track on it with the most recent data that I have. That's the hook right here. And again, there's not a whole lot. Sand Springs, Tulsa, and Zinc Ranch. Again, those are all about an hour away. So really, you don't have to worry about this storm until it gets a little bit closer. Obviously, have a contingency plan in place and make sure that you are keeping everything safe. Wanted to let you know of our coverage. So here at Storm One, we don't pretend to cover the entire nation. It's not anything like that. It's not even covering really as much as like the local TV stations cover. We really do focus on Canadian and Oklahoma County here in Oklahoma. Now, again, we are also focused on Grady, McLean, and Cleveland County to an extent. That's our level 1 coverage. So if we're available, if we can, we will certainly be covering those 3 counties. We do have a National Weather Service alert coming through.
Seminole County in east central Oklahoma, east central Cleveland County in central Oklahoma, Potawatomi County in central Oklahoma until 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. At 5:11 p.m. Central Standard Time, severe thunderstorms were located 3 miles southwest of Etowah and 3 miles northwest of Winnett, moving northeast at 40 miles an hour.
All right, and that's for this storm right over here. Okay, get back to this here. As you can see, this storm is now marked as severe as well, the one over Winnett. It is developing a little bit of a bow here. So this one might also become something. And that one's headed towards Seminole. So Seminole, you want to be watching this one. But yeah, that's our severe thunderstorm warning that just came through. So kind of going back to what we were saying a minute ago, we do focus on Canadian and Oklahoma counties 24/7. That is our game. Obviously, nothing there right now. Grady, McLean, and Cleveland counties, if we are available and able to. Obviously, this is not our full-time job, but if we're able to, we'll be covering those counties as well. Then you go into also level 1 of like Caddo, Blaine, Kingfisher, and Logan counties, and we also cover those, especially the ones west, because those could have counties that have a warning as they move into the Canadian Oklahoma County areas. And then a level 2 is when we're expecting severe weather outbreak moving directly into the Oklahoma City metro and western suburbs. We would cover Major, Woodward, Dewey, Custer, Washita, not Wachita, but Washita, Kiowa, Comanche, and Stevens counties. The rest of those are just Oklahoma City WXK 85 coverage counties. Basically everything that this weather radio will go off for to alert us of things in the general vicinity. So again, we're not really seeing a whole lot of development in the Oklahoma City area at all. Looking south, there's nothing. I mean, there's literally nothing, not even a thunderstorm or anything. So there's no development. And I haven't not seen the latest, but I'm going to venture a guess and say there is a warm air cap that is stopping the development of storms in the Oklahoma City metro and south and west. Because for a storm to fall apart that rapidly as soon as it hits a certain area, that to me screams warm air cap. Whether that's man-made because of the infrastructure of a metropolis, or whether that's something to do with the weather development, that's what it implies for me. All right, so a mesoscale discussion was issued earlier today, and basically that's just going over the basics of what they were expecting for a rain event. So that rain event, you know, these storms could start to break apart and just start to dump enormous amounts of rain. Haven't really seen that yet. They're moving at a pretty good clip. You go up into Kansas, of course, you've got some severe thunderstorms. Actually, Nebraska, none in Kansas either. All in all, the pan out of this outbreak is not really occurring like they were saying it might. Actually, last night was more significant in the sense that there were several tornado warnings at once that were just basically training up in the western Oklahoma and northwestern Texas area. But again, anything can change at a moment's notice. What we're seeing right now, though, is another severe thunderstorm warning. That one's being is due, it looks like, for Osage County, out of our coverage area. I forget the name of this county, but I want to say it's Pawnee. Oh, it is. Yep, Pawnee. Well, yeah, it's been a hot minute. But yeah, and then you've got it's like Payne County just below it. So, just clipping Pawnee County and going into Osage County, another severe thunderstorm as well. So that's really all we're seeing right now. Obviously, if we have anything that develops further, we would be tracking it. But right now, it is just this tornado warning in the Bristow area. All right, looks like a tornado warning actually was just updated a little bit. So it remains in effect. Strong low-level rotation could produce a tornado at any time northeast of Depew, 4 miles northeast of Depew. And that's it right there. That's our hook. Go ahead and go into regular composite or radar, excuse me. Yeah, there is a good amount of rotation going on with that storm. That one is definitely doing its thing here. Hang on, let me go ahead and get rotation tracker on it. Yeah, it's just similar to what we were seeing last night. Maybe a little bit weaker, but still very serious. Yeah, and if you're just tuning in, tornado warning right now for Creek County. This is for northwestern Creek County until 5:30. There's tornado, at least a radar indicated potential for a tornado just north and east of Depew, almost due west of Bristow. Let me see here. I'm going to try something here, see if we can see that storm. I don't think we can see it from our vantage point here in Oklahoma City, but we do have a camera that reaches up pretty high. Should be able to see at least some cloud tops. Nothing to speak of. You can kind of see the storm. See if I can bring that up on one of our monitors here. No, you can see it right here. So you can actually see up that right up there. Right up here. That is the storm that we're talking about. I believe that's going to be due east of us. So that's going to be our severe thunderstorm for the Lincoln, Oklahoma, Cleveland, and Pottawatomie County storm. Seems pretty likely that that's what that is out there. So, pretty big storm. Again, and if you look to our west, there is really nothing. And you can tell the atmosphere changes. It's drier, it's clear. There really is no building right there. We have a very dry atmosphere for some reason right here in the Oklahoma City Metro. So it's interesting, but This is the way it is. So I'm gonna go ahead and take that back off. And let's see here. So going back into our radar, again, the storm we were just looking at here from our camera, out here in the Yukon area is looking straight east, and that's going to be obviously this stuff right here. All right, if you are in Creek County, please do be seeking shelter. Again, this is out of our coverage area. This is not in the Storm 1 coverage area, but because it's a tornado warning and we do want to keep you advised wherever we can. So tornado warning continues for another 9 minutes, and that may be extended just because of the amount of rotation that I'm seeing. And I'm not really seeing that this storm is going to be moving out of that polygon in the next 9 minutes either. So it might actually just be reissued for that same area. Or maybe just Bristow and north and east. Slowly starting to get into the greater Tulsa metropolitan area. We're talking like Sapulpa, Kellyville. Here we go. Looks like they are refreshing it. It says it remains in effect until 5:30, but I'm almost wondering if that is because it's warnings on top of warnings. Let's see. I'm still saying until 5:30, so we will see what they say here. Okay. The Hook Echo's moved up into the Bellevue area now. Do a quick track of just a few other storms. I do want to see if any of these storms are starting to form hooks. Nothing really. They're strong by any means, but they're not obscene. They're not ridiculous storms that are causing all kinds of problems. That one there might be something. It really just depends on what we're seeing and really what's around that. Let's see if we've got any kind of rotation on that. No, not really. Some rotation in near McLeod and Rossville. Oh, we're getting some rotation down by Winnett. So that's interesting. Alright, where we just had a scan, so... Yeah, it does seem like there's some kind of... something trying to build there. That's giving us... and that storm is also kind of going a little bit different of a direction. Slightly more north than the rest of them. So we may see Weather Service start to issue something for that one because of the amount of rotation going on. How has that been over the past like 30 minutes? Well, it was really strong at one point. Missed that. And that, I believe, was coming up through... That was coming up through McLean County. McLean County, though, goes way out there. We really don't cover that part of McLean County. Again, we will if we're able. But yeah. The rotation, though, oh man, that rotation's got really strong over this last scan. Yeah, I don't like that rotation at all. That one's starting to turn uglier. It is getting more defined. You should have seen the tornado signature at the storm up in Michigan earlier today. I've never seen a textbook example of that one quite as well defined as a hook echo. I've never really seen something that's that well defined. This one's not that. It is getting a little bit of inflow right here. Another scan just came through and kind of took out that inflow. It's still there, but it's not as strong as it was. All right, we're going to take a quick break. We're not going to end the stream. We're just going to go ahead and go into standby mode, and we will be right back. Okay, we are actually back because a National Weather Service in Tulsa has issued a tornado warning now for Central Creek County and West Central Tulsa County, guys. And this is until 6:30. This is where it's going to get pretty brutal for Tulsa. And West Central Tulsa County. All right, well, that's going to get pretty hard for Tulsa here if this thing's hanging together like this and coming in. Again, I do have hopes that it'll start to fall apart before it hits the Tulsa area because of that rain-cooled air. But again, you cannot rely on that. You can't just guarantee that that's going to happen. Certainly, we hope it does, but again, we don't know for sure. So, all right, guys, we have a confirmed tornado on the ground in Bristow. It just went through Bristow. This tornado now, because of this it got bad real fast, guys, and I'm saying just within the past few minutes now, we have now had a tornado come through Bristow, and it is heading up into the Tulsa metropolitan area. This is rural. This is not rural, guys. This is urban. So we need to really be paying some close attention to what we're seeing here for those people in Tulsa. We're gonna go ahead and recycle our stream and go ahead and start up a new stream for a tornado heading into Tulsa, guys, and we will be right back.